Caitlin Clark's teammate expresses regret over remarks on Cathy Engelbert and WNBA. When you're the biggest star in the league, everything somehow revolves around you, and that's exactly what happened during Napheesa Collier's exit interview. She dropped a bombshell about Engelbert, saying, "Caitlin should be grateful she makes $16 million off the court because without the platform that the WNBA gives her, she wouldn't make anything." Comments like that about Caitlin Clark were bound to create a big scene. Clark's teammate Sophie Cunningham was quick to respond on her Show Me Something podcast. She didn't hold back, blasting Engelbert for her remarks. "Cathy, no one cares. Literally, no one cares. Like how you're sitting right there. That's how we feel every time she speaks. Every time she speaks, us as players, that's how we feel." Cunningham was clearly frustrated that Engelbert made it all about herself and completely ignored the impact Caitlin Clark has had on the league. But in her latest podcast episode, Cunningham admitted she regrets the way she delivered her remarks to the WNBA commissioner. "I'm not going back on what I said, but I might have been a little harsh on how I said it. But you know what? It's also me, but it's fine. It is what it is." For a player who has a history of getting fined by the WNBA for remarks about officiating throughout the season, fans expected Cunningham to face a hefty penalty for her latest comments. Engelbert pointed to her role in securing the 11-year, $2.2 billion deal for the league, and it's hard to argue with the growth the WNBA has seen under her leadership. She was also instrumental in getting the 2020 CBA done after joining as commissioner in 2019. According to a Deloitte report earlier this year, WNBA revenues are projected to surpass $1 billion in 2025. But that's not all. Ratings on ESPN and ABC hit an all-time high, averaging 1.3 million viewers across 25 games. Merchandise sales? They've skyrocketed, up 500% this year, according to the Sports Business Journal. But much of that growth is tied to Caitlin Clark's presence in the league, and that's exactly what didn't sit well with Sophie Cunningham. Cunningham has racked up multiple fines this season, starting on June 18, 2025, when she was penalized for a scuffle with Jackie Sheldon in the game against the Connecticut Sun, which also led to her ejection. That same game saw Sheldon and Mabry involved in another altercation with Clark, and Cunningham's actions were her way of standing up for her teammate. But it hasn't just been on-court incidents. Off-court comments this season have also gotten under the skin of Caitlin Clark's self-proclaimed bodyguard. Cunningham was fined $500 for a TikTok post on July 23, where she lip-synced to Sabrina Carpenter's song Manchild. The video included references to some refs being stupid, slow, or useless, drawing the league's attention and the subsequent fine. Cunningham revealed on her podcast on August 5 that the WNBA fined her $1,500 for comments she made about the league's referees during the premiere episode, where she called them inconsistent. However, she confirmed on the same episode of her podcast that she wasn't fined. "I got a text from our GM and we've been done. Like there's really nothing to talk about, and I got a text like I'm getting fined, and it wasn't a fine. So I think that I'm off the radar because we lost. But yeah, that is good." It's possible the league has been busy managing the controversy surrounding Napheesa Collier, which may have delayed the inevitable fine for Cunningham. After all, the WNBA postponed the announcement of the all-defensive first and second teams, originally scheduled for October 1, due to the ongoing drama. The league has now confirmed the announcement will happen on October 8. Perhaps that's why Cunningham hasn't been fined yet. Her public admission of regret over the comments could potentially save her from facing another penalty from the WNBA. That said, the Indiana Fever coach isn't too pleased with how Caitlin Clark's name has been used to fit certain narratives. Here's what she had to say.